Alright, hello everyone and welcome. Welcome, how are you? I hope you are doing well. I am Darkside Phil, and I have returned from my week away from live streaming. That's right, for the past week. And I know it kind of, for some people they were like, man, this week took forever. And for other people it was like, man, it flew by in an instant. For me, this week felt like it flew by so quickly. Alright, because I was so busy with so much stuff this past week. Alright, I was busy with ongoing playthroughs of Watch Dogs 2 and Pokemon Moon. I was busy setting up my Christmas tree. I had Thanksgiving dinner here. I had to call my parents, and I did health insurance setup stuff for 2 hours. Black Friday happened, and all the busyness of the shopping and bustling, and I had to get Leanna tuned from the mall that day. And all the stuff that's been going on, it's been a blur to me. Like, I really feel like I've been streaming every day. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even feel like a week has gone by and I haven't done a live stream. But for those who are regulars attendees of my live stream, they're like, man, it felt like it was forever. It was just every day, nothing to do, no streams going on. So it is what it is. The week is over. The dry spell is over. All right. So let's talk a little bit, everybody. First off, today is a special event. I'm returning to live streaming today with a special event for you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is an Indies Marathon. Starting right now, I'm going to start streaming about 7 hours, alright? It's going to be various games. The games that are in the running today, that I will be playing all of them, by the way, just, to make it clear. It's not like, I'm only going to play 2 of these games. No, I'm playing all 4 of these games that won the polls. Alright, the polls were actually nominated, first games were nominated and then voted on by the October patrons. So people who pledged to my Patreon in the month of October did a lot of work this month to get these games selected for you. And I want to say I'm very appreciative of that. So thank you to my patrons who did that. That was awesome. So, let's talk a little bit. What games are going to be played today? Well, we've got the sequel to the indie game that I played last year. It was the most requested indie game that I had played all of last year. Hotline Miami. That's right. Hotline Miami 2, which came out, it actually is a 2015 game, incidentally. I'll be playing that today. Hotline Miami 2. Now, the good news is, I'm playing it on the PlayStation 4. And if you remember last year when I was playing Hotline Miami 1, I had tons of technical problems. I couldn't control it very well with the keyboard, and capturing this thing kept erroring out, and I would click, and it would click off the game, and now the game would fuck up when I was trying a critical part and stuff. It was a nightmare playing it on PC. Alright, so, thank God that they have it on PS4. I'll be playing it today on PlayStation 4 with the PS4 controller. And everyone's been telling me that Hotline Miami is a game that should be played with a controller. So hopefully I'll do better, or at least have less frustrations with the controls and capturing than I did last year with the first game, okay? Another game that will be played today, Darkest Dungeon. This is a game that a lot of people have been talking about this year. Apparently it's one of the most successful indie games of 2016. I did not have an opportunity to play it, alright? I kind of missed out or skipped out on it. And, again, this is another one that was on both PC and console. I got it on PS4. Alright. And, should be interesting. I heard that it is quite the challenging game, people are saying. So I guess we'll find out. Now, those are the 2 games on console. 2 PS4 games. Over on my PC, we've also got 2 other games. We've got Stardew Valley. Now, I don't know much about this game. All I know is I've seen the graphics, and it looks like Harvest Moon to me. But I don't really know if that's the kind of game it is or not. I've never played it. So, that'll be interesting. Something completely different from all the other styles of games. And then, Postal 2. Yes, Postal 2. This game is from, if you can believe it, 2003. It was an indie game back then, so technically it did qualify and it made sense. This game apparently is incredibly zany, out-of-control action, like really adult-rated humor and stuff like that. Gruesome killings and stuff, but it's supposed to be to the point where it's comedic and cartoonish almost, okay? So, there you go. 4 completely different games. Now, before we even get started, alright, I want to make this abundantly clear, everyone. There may be technical issues. This is the first stream ever that I'm streaming in OBS Studio instead of my old regular OBS software, alright? Now, I did a big test stream of this a week ago, and it worked fine. But being that I'm going to be setting up different games to capture in OBS Studio, there may be technical issues. I need you guys and gals who are watching live here to please be interactive with me and let me know if you're undergoing a technical issue. Oh my god, the audio went out. Oh my god, the visuals don't look good, or the game froze, or the stream's down, or something. Whatever's going on, you gotta tell me, because I really, honestly, am foreseeing that there's gonna be issues that I cannot really control. You know what I mean? It's growing pains, it's change, and it's something that I need to learn, you know, using OBS Studio. What are the technical things that can happen and go wrong? So please help me with that stuff during the stream if you can, alright? Now, however, one thing I do want to say, when I am playing games on my PC, I will not have stream chat, okay? So that means that when I'm playing Stardew Valley, or when I'm playing Postal 2, I won't have any stream chat in front of me, because the stream chat's on my laptop, which is over here on my love seat, while the PC is on the other side of the office, so I'm not going to have it. So that means that when I'm playing those games, I'll do technical testing before I start recording, and then once it starts going, I just hope that it doesn't go wrong, okay? Alright. Okay, excuse me. Someone says that I'm too close to the microphone. I'm the same exact distance from the microphone that I've always been. Or, I don't know, they said proximity. Proximity to the microphone. Does that mean I'm too far away? Because I'm the same exact distance. That is one thing people have been telling me. Apparently, these videos that I'm making in OBS Studio have a low volume compared to the videos I used to make in OBS, regular OBS. And I have no idea what to tell you guys, because the settings are all kind of like normal standard volume settings. And I don't even see a way to make the volume louder, like overall general volume level of the videos. I don't see that option. Alright, so I don't know. I kind of scratch my head here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. Maybe they changed it. Maybe they felt that the old program of OBS captured too loudly. I have no idea. Okay, so anyway, in a moment, what I'm going to do is talk to you guys in the stream chat, and we're going to determine what game's going to be played first. But I got a couple quick things I want to talk about, alright? Being that this is the first stream in a week, and I won't go too long here, but I do want to talk about a few things, alright? First of all, a lot of people wondering about Twitch. What's going on with Twitch TV? Why aren't I streaming this on Twitch TV? Will I be streaming on Twitch tomorrow for Final Fantasy 15? What's going on with Twitch? A lot of questions about this, especially in light of the fact that last week I announced that I'm using this new software and I can stream at a different quality that I'm recording at, and it seems like I may be able to go back to Twitch. I talked about this a while ago, okay? I talked about this last week, and I talked about it last night in the weekly preview as well. But I'll very quickly give you all an update. Alright. The update is this. Right now, on my side, everything is done. Meaning I've requested the channel to be reopened, and it has been. You can check it out right now if you want it. Twitch TV/DarkSidePhil. The channel's back. All 30,000 of my followers are still there. That's great. The chat is now enabled on the main page. So the chat is back as well. That's good. But the channel is not functional yet, because right now it's in this outdated partnership contract. They're calling it a legacy contract. And basically what they're telling me is if I were to try to stream and do anything like run an ad or whatever, it wouldn't work properly. And my sub button on the channel is missing. If you go there, you'll see there's no sub button. Now, I'm still in the partnership program. I could still get subs and everything. I'm still there. The problem is that the channel is in almost a 3-year-old partnership contract that's outdated. It's not accurate anymore to what Twitch does. So I was told on Friday by the head of their partnership division that they want to send me a new contract. And I had requested that I would be able to stream as early as today over there. And they basically told me, sorry, but that's not possible because they're not in the office. They were out for the holiday, the Thanksgiving holiday, and they're not returning until today. So if anything, maybe today someone at Twitch will start working and get a new contract for me. And I'm hoping within the next day or two I can get my hands on this new contract. Review it. Hopefully it'll be agreeable to me. I'll sign it. And then they have to upgrade the channel. So then they have to process the contract, and then they have to upgrade the channel so that the ads will work, so that the sub button will return, so that everything will basically come back to the way it was when I left 2 years ago. All right. And it is what it is. You know, that's life. That's their business. They have this kind of lag time between when they can get stuff done. I certainly wasn't expecting Twitch to bend over backwards for me and drop everything and get me up and running instantaneously regardless, especially because of the holiday weekend. So it is what it is. I am a little disappointed, admittedly, because when I used to work an office job, we had 24/7 coverage for issues like this, right? If there is an exception to the rule, something that needs to happen that's different from the norm, you'd have at least a skeleton crew, even on holidays, so that stuff can get done. But for whatever reason, Twitch doesn't have that. I noticed when I used to stream on Twitch, it was kind of the same deal. A lot of the times they would go off to conventions, and then the whole site would screw up, and you'd be submitting help requests, and you get a response that everyone's at the convention, so no one can fix it. You're like, what? You're running a multi-million-dollar business, and there's no staff here to fix things? I don't know. It just confuses me, but hey, that's one of the many issues that I've had with Twitch over the years. It's like I've said, the reason I'm really considering going back to Twitch for live streaming is you, the viewer, not me. If it were me, I wouldn't go back. But people are overwhelmingly telling me they want me back on Twitch. They want the old stream chat back from Twitch. They want that quality of the stream from Twitch. They want me to go back to Twitch, so after 2 years, now that I have the capability to stream differently than what I'm recording at, I said I will listen to the viewers. Okay? Okay. So, that's the deal with Twitch. I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know when the Twitch chat is going, or excuse me, the Twitch channel is going to be fully up and running. When I get more information from Twitch, you'll be the first to know. I'll share that information with you because the bottom line is I would love to start streaming there. If it was ready today, I would have streamed there. But I can't. It's not ready yet. All right? So today we're streaming here on YouTube. Tomorrow for Final Fantasy 15, unless there's an overnight miracle, we're going to be streaming here on YouTube for the premiere of Final Fantasy 15 tomorrow. Okay? And we'll continue with that all week until I have more information for you. Fair enough? All right. Now, there's really not much else to talk about. I've had a good week. I hope that you've been checking out all the stuff. You know, the ongoing Pokemon playthrough, the Watch Dogs 2 playthrough, which concluded on Friday, and I actually just reviewed it last night on KO Gaming. One of my favorite games of this year, and it's definitely going to be in my Game of the Year awards countdown this year because it was so good. I mean, that game far exceeded my expectations for what I was thinking that game was going to be. I was blown away with how improved it was. So check that review out when you get a chance over on KO Gaming. And I do want to say this. All right, I want to say this. Thank you very much to everyone who was basically, you know, listening and even though I wasn't live streaming, okay, a lot of people were still listening to the stuff I was saying on Twitter. Leanna had this big sale on her business, The Black Current, this weekend. Her big Black Friday sale lasted 3 days. Every day, she basically instituted a new level of savings. Like the first day, I think she reduced the price on her older stock. The second day, she dropped the price of all of her wax tarts by like $1 something. And then the final day, she even slashed the prices on all the products. Like the entire site was on discount. She had more orders this weekend than she's ever had in a single weekend. She had more orders this month than she's ever had ever. So that is awesome. Basically, people really took advantage of this sale this weekend. Oh, by the way, she got her biggest order ever. I think that, I'm not even kidding, I'm almost positive the order is about 20 some items. So one of my viewers, is definitely a fan, ordered a giganto order of stuff, including soaps and wax tarts and all this stuff. So I want to say thank you to those of you who, you know, were listening. Because it's very hard. When I'm live streaming, I talk to you every day on a pre-stream. Without that, I didn't have like a direct line of contact to my viewership besides Twitter. So thank you to those who listened and were paying attention this weekend and took advantage of the sale. That is awesome. You know, when her business does well, it means it helps us out. Because that's direct money in our pockets to help us pay our bills or whatever. So thank you very much for that. Very successful weekend for Leanna, and congratulations to her. Very good. Okay. Okay, outside of that, I don't think there's much else to talk about. So I think what I'm going to do is just do a couple quick plugs, right? Because this is the first day that I'm doing a pre-stream in a week here. And then we'll get started. And then we'll talk about what game will be played first here, okay? Okay. All right. So, thank you everyone for being here live on the stream. I hope you're going to enjoy the following 7 hours of gameplay content for you. It should be pretty fun. 4 different games. I want to say, first of all, thank you to the October patrons that made this possible. You guys and gals are awesome. Outside of that, there's many ways that you can help me. You know, not only watch the streams, watch the videos on YouTube and all of that, but you can also do many things to help participate and allow me to continue to do this as a full-time job on YouTube. All right? The first is Loot Crate. Loot Crate is awesome. I've been unboxing all kinds of Loot Crates recently, including Loot Anime, Loot Gaming. I just did the very first Marvel merchandise crate a few weeks ago. And I've really been enjoying myself doing these unboxings. The next one I'm actually going to get is the WWE Slam crate, and I'm supposed to get that, I believe, in early December. So keep your eyes peeled on my vlogging channel, The King of Hate Vlogs, for that coming up. But if you were interested, especially now, it's the end of the year, right? So now would be the perfect time if you want to get a Loot Crate subscription as something for yourself or a gift for someone else, maybe get it in time for Christmas. Now is the time. And if you check out the descriptions of any of my videos or live streams, all right? First of all, you'll hear a giant belch because I always belch. But besides the belching, you'll also find a referral link and a discount code by which you can save 10% on any Loot Crate subscription. What you do is you use the referral code to go to the website. Then you select whatever Loot Crate subscription you want to do. It could be any of them, okay? And then when you're checking out, use the code SAVEME10DSP. That's SAVEME10DSP, and you'll save 10% on that subscription, and I get a little bit of referral credit for it. So it helps you, and it helps me. I want to say thank you to those who have used it the past few months. A bunch of people have been using the code, which is great. If I could get a consistent amount of people who are using that code every month, it would be awesome, and it would help me out big time, okay? Number 2, Twitter. They call me DSP. Very important to follow me on Twitter, both for personal and business reasons. First of all, every night I post up a new schedule, which will explain to you what I'm going to be doing the next day. Especially now that I'm not going to be live streaming every day anymore, and now that there's a potential that, you know, the Twitch streaming is going to be coming back shortly, it's more important than ever to follow me on Twitter so you can be in the know on what's going to happen every single day. In addition, I post up when my streams go live, when videos go live, when playlists are updated, but also I share personal stuff like my thoughts on the news or gaming or pro wrestling. Yesterday I was talking about the new No Man's Sky update that's going on and all kinds of stuff, okay? Undoubtedly, especially with Final Fantasy 15 tomorrow, I'll probably be sharing pictures of my gameplay and stuff on Twitter. So you definitely want to follow me there They Call Me DSP, all right? KO Gaming, just talked a little bit about this. This is my YouTube channel where I put up edited style content like game reviews and the like. And I just posted up my review of Watch Dogs 2 last night, one of my favorite games of this year by far. In addition to that, recently I posted up reviews for such games as Dishonored 2, Mafia 3, the Dark Souls 3 DLC, oh god, Titanfall 2, that's right, I almost forgot the name of it, Battlefield 1, and, you know, and there's going to be a lot more of that coming. In fact, right now, you know, I'm playing Pokemon Moon. I'll be playing Final Fantasy 15 shortly. And then coming up in the next few weeks, we've got The Last Guardian. We got Dead Rising 4. So you're going to see reviews of all of these games as I wrap them up. Now, in addition to that, my year-end series are coming soon. All right? Very shortly. In fact, it's going to be the first 2 weeks of December when what I'm going to do is start creating polls on my website where you can vote on my year-end series. My year-end series include Game of the Year awards, worst or most disappointing games of the year, and the funniest moments countdown as voted on you, or as voted on by you, excuse me, the viewers. So, first of all, please check out KO Gaming at youtube.com/KO Gaming1 and subscribe over there because pretty shortly there's going to be a ton of awesome videos coming out you're not going to want to miss. People really love my year-end series, and I think you're really going to enjoy them. But, that being said, also, as you're watching stuff, today is a good prime example. I'm doing a crazy stream here, totally different than what I usually do. If you're watching the stream and something funny happens, oh my god, that was great, right? Make a note of it, and when that video goes live on YouTube, please go to my kingofhate.com forums and nominate that moment as a funniest moment of the year. Because right now, we're in the nitty-gritty, we're down to the wire here, the last couple of weeks of Gaming of the Year, and then I'm going to post up polls on my forum based off of your suggestions. Right now, there's been a thread there all year where people have been suggesting the funniest things that have happened in all of my game playthroughs. I'm going to go through that thread, the multiple pages of it. I'm going to pick the best moments, put it in a poll, and the viewers are going to be voting. Okay? So you have to start nominating if you want to get in on this, especially if there's something funny. You never know if someone nominated it or not. You're going to want to go check it out. All right? So please check it out, and that'll be exciting. All right. Patreon, ladies and gentlemen. Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. First of all, the whole reason we're doing this stream today is because of Patreon. So thank you to everyone who came out and pledged to me in October. You guys and gals were awesome. The highest month I've ever had on Patreon in October. I really appreciate that. Now, the good news here, ladies and gentlemen, November's about to end. It's November 28th. There's only 2 days left in the month, right? Guess what? Also a great month on Patreon. Now, it's not as good as last month. Because I get the feeling last month there was a lot of people heard about my business and how it hasn't been doing so good, and they had this outpouring of generosity. But the good news is most people have retained pledges. They haven't, oh, I did it once and that's it. No, they've all got ongoing pledges, $1, $5, and that's amazing. Because if I could keep getting that level of support every month, and it grows every month, because it did actually, I saw a bunch of people with first-time pledges over the course of November. That's how I'm going to be able to keep doing this, all right? So thank you to everyone who pledged in October. Thanks to everyone who kept their pledge. And, of course, thanks to those who are newcomers for November. Now, I just want to warn everyone. Only 2 days left, and that means if you want to get in on my upcoming multiplayer event, which is going to take place right after Christmas and then early on in January. It's going to be two different times of multiple days, actually. It's going to be like 2-3 days each time, where I'm playing multiplayer games with patrons who pledge $5 or more this month, okay? So please consider pledging if you haven't, especially if you want to get in and do some multiplayer with me. And by the way, these are going to be set up sessions. It's not just like random where you might or might not get in. You're guaranteed to play with me. There will be voice communication. The games included are games like Overwatch and Battlefield 1 and both Call of Duty releases, as well as Titanfall 2, Gears of War 4. Lots of variety in the games that are going to be played. So I certainly hope that if you have always wanted to play multiplayer with me, or if you've done it in the past and you're dying to do it again, this will be your opportunity, okay? This event, I did it earlier this year. People loved it. People overwhelmingly gave me positive feedback and said, please do it again later in the year, because it's so much better than if I just try to do a random multiplayer session and then everyone's competing for the spots and half the people don't get to play with me and half the people who take up the spots are just asshole trolls who are just there to waste everyone's time. It's been very good, and I'm looking forward to it again, so hopefully it goes well again, okay? Very good. Sound good? All right, so $5 or more by the end of this month. So 2 days left to pledge if you want to get in on that event. And, of course, and if you're not interested in that event, if you want to get in on any of the perks for this month, including text or verbal thank yous in my videos, getting your question answered on the next episode of Ask the King, getting a private Q&A video made, all right? All of that stuff, you have to pledge within the next 48 hours or so. Actually, it's plus another like 11 hours, so technically it'd be like the next 59 hours or so if you want to get in for November, all right? In particular, if you're watching today's stream, you're loving today's marathon stream of indies, and you're like, man, this is fun. I hope Phil could keep doing this kind of stuff. Please pledge, because that's how I'm going to be able to continue to do it. Bottom line, that's real talk with you. And then last but not least, I already mentioned my girlfriend Leanna's business, The Black Current, which had its best weekend ever, the biggest order ever, the most orders ever. It was an incredibly successful sale. Thank you for that. The sale's over now, but the holidays are not. The holidays are coming. Christmas is right around the corner. Christmas is actually less than a month away. Holy shit, I just realized that. I gotta buy a few presents. Oh shit. A moment of self-realization here on the pre-stream. Alright, so anyway, yeah, Christmas is right around the corner, alright? That being said, you want a unique gift, you want something interesting and different for a loved one or a family member or your significant other, scented soaps, wax tart melts. They're great gifts, and obviously, people like the stuff. If you don't believe me, check out the website for yourself, and you will see tons of positive customer feedback. Leanna, I just looked at the website last night. She's had over 670 sales in the past year and a half. Holy shit, that is amazing. I am so proud of her. Seriously, 670 sales. That's pretty sweet. So anyway, there you have it. I'll leave it at that. Check out the website. I believe if you live in the United States, you still have several weeks to order if you want your stuff for Christmas. But if you do not live in the United States, I'm forewarning everyone here, if you live internationally, I believe time is running out. You only have like 1 or 2 weeks left to guarantee that your order will arrive in time for Christmas. So you're going to want to get on that quickly. If you are interested, you're going to have to order, if you're not in the United States, don't wait. And then, the week before Christmas order, and now it doesn't show up for 2 weeks because of international shipping and all of that, okay? All right. That is it, everyone. I'm going to stop recording the pre-stream. Then I'm going to talk to you guys in the stream chat. We're going to determine what game will start off this marathon, and we'll go from there. Fair enough? Fair enough? All right. All right, everyone. I want to thank you very much for being here, and let's get this Indies Showcase Marathon off to a good start. I'm interested to see what people want to see first, so let's find out. All right.